Hi everyone, I know I've been complaining about having not enough time to do this or that, but I ended up putting some rubber on today and I thought I might as well make a video while I'm in it. I was going to try a new photo setup because I have this new, well, it's a secondhand computer and it has a camera in it, but for whatever reason the microphone wasn't working, so just the same old phone camera system again today. So let's just get the latex bit out of the way to start with. I am wearing today the polo top with, I guess it's made of the smoky black rubber, which is, or latex, which is semi-transparent, semi-transparent, or translucent. I always forget that. From Libidex, you can see that like the upper body bit, this is a size small, the upper body fits pretty well, like it's relatively tight on my top, which is kind of surprising because I have a really small upper body. Down below, it's actually a little bit on the loose side. I have it pulled back right now so that it's not as obvious, but it is pretty loose on the bottom. But that is good and bad. It's not as tight, but it also looks, it's also easy to put on as a result. I'm not sure if you can see, but my pants, these are those tuxedo style or Astera pants, I think, from also from Libidex. They have this nice pewter stripe down in black. It's quite a thick latex, so it can be fun to put on. It has real pockets, which is kind of neat, and even a real back pocket, which is also kind of cool. That's what I'm wearing today. So I did promise someone that I would make a botany video. I'll try to be quick because I know I can talk on and on and on about botany if I'm left to my own devices. So, so this is for you. I guess it's Swami Booba? Swami, whatever your URL is, I can't remember. So today we're going to talk about orchids. I happen to have some orchids flowering, and maybe they're in the field of view right now. Here you go, right there. So there's actually a couple different species that we're looking at today. They're both, I think they're both in the genus Dendrobium. They have a similar kind of pattern. So this is one species, or so these ones are all one species, and these ones are another species right here. You can see that they have these thick, fleshy stems. This is to store energy in the form of sugars. They have this papery sheath that wraps around the stem, and that's part of the leaf base. And here are the flowers that we see. Some of them are wilting, but they're quite beautiful little flowers for you to look at. They have a really interesting structure, and if you want to learn more about that structure, you should check out my botany video just about these flowers, or botany post about these flowers. I guess the thing that I really wanted to talk about today was the roots. So here are the roots right here. So in most, so orchids, they divide up into two really large kind of clades or groups. One is those that you would find around where I live in the temperate kind of climates. They're typically terrestrial orchids, so they grow in the ground, in the soil, just like your average plant. And then the other is probably the ones that people are more familiar with, and that's the tropical orchids. And those are epiphytes, meaning they grow up in trees and just hanging in the air without any soil most of the time, or with very minimal soil. Mostly just debris that's accumulated on that tree branch. So even though I have these plants stuck in soil, they probably would have grown something like on trees, I think. So that's what epiphytes are. They don't actually harm the tree. It's different from a parasite. And the reason why they have these roots is because, so they're aerial roots. They don't go in the soil, as I said, and they just float around the air, and they pick up moisture and nutrients from the air. So this makes sense in the tropical rainforest where the humidity is quite high, and they can survive there. But you see right now they're all dry and white because it's dry in my house. And this is to prevent water loss. It also reflects light away, and again, that prevents water loss. It's thick and waxy, and again, that's all to prevent water loss. But the really neat thing about these roots is that when you get them wet, so I don't know how quickly this will happen, but when you get them wet, like with this mister, they slowly become transparent or translucent. I really need to figure out that word. Maybe it won't show right now. But transparent, kind of like my latex. So the light will shine through the white coating into the center, exposing this green bit, and that green portion can photosynthesize. So orchids are pretty cool. I guess that's all I have to say today, and I'll just stop right there. I hope you guys all have a great day, and make sure you go say hi to a plant someday and put on some latex. See ya!